Which ecosystem are you going with? Apple, Google, Microsoft?
Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention.
What is the deal, beautiful people? It's your boy Ramon, Lifestyles Defined. Welcome to the channel where we talk about tech all day, every day. Today's topic just happens to be an AMA. And if you're new here, you're not sure how this works, you leave your question in the comment section down below and we answer it in upcoming videos. Today's question from John H. Do you think Google is starting to make an Apple-like ecosystem through Google Home, the new Chromebook, or will Android and Google and even Microsoft sort of stay as the alternative to being in a difficult ecosystem? That is a very interesting question, John. I would like to challenge your stance on who has the difficult ecosystem. So when I think of ecosystems and I look over in the Apple camp, I see three things. I see the App Store, I see iTunes Music that was purchased, and iMessage. I don't consider Apple to have a complete ecosystem. Let me explain. If you look over in the Google camp, you have Android, right? Okay, just like iOS. You have your App Store, the Play Store, just like Apple's Play Store. They've got the Google Store, right? They also have YouTube, right? So Apple's got nothing like YouTube. They also have Google Search. Apple's got nothing like it. They have Gmail. They have what is the name of the Google Drive? They have that. There's so much around Google. And you look at those Chromebooks, it's at a price that they just can't compete. And let's not do the Chromebook versus iPad thing, because I think there is no competition. And so much so that there's no competition there that Apple just got up on stage and announced a cheaper iPad to try to invoke competition. For those people who would find a Chromebook an attractive solution, Apple just can't compete. We're talking educators, we're talking starving college students, Apple's just not in there. So I don't think Apple has a strong ecosystem. I feel like if you're on Tinder, for fear of the blue bubble, maybe it's an ecosystem, but they've got a few clingy services. They don't have a strong ecosystem. You look at Microsoft, you have, again, sure, Windows Phone fell on its face, but you have Windows, the entire Windows world, right? You have Hotmail, you have Bing, you have Xbox. These are complete ecosystems that reward you with so many different services that are available in every single part of your life. Where Apple, not so much. They're struggling to find a foothold. They're struggling to find the next big product. I mean, you got on stage and you told me about a HomePod you didn't deliver till a year later. I don't know. Try again. But do I think that Google is looking more enticing than Apple? I wouldn't consider design to be part of the ecosystem, but there's something about Apple products that just people, they just seek, they want. And I guess we can, if we're going to measure the quality of ecosystems, even though I would say Apple's is not a complete ecosystem, and in that sense it doesn't have a better quality, by and large, the things or the services that Apple do offer kind of hit harder than everything else, right? So that apps are probably 80% better on iOS. If you take Instagram on an iPhone versus Instagram on an Android, it's probably going to be better on Android. I'm sorry, on the iPhone. And I'm not bullshit. Like, I've seen it. I use both each day, and there's differences I can tell. So is Snapchat. So is Facebook. So maybe that quality of just service or product offered is kind of better, and maybe that's a point to why you would see that Apple has a stronger ecosystem. I get it. You know what I mean? Google Home looks like a joke compared to the Google Home, in much ways, Alexa, all those products look like a joke compared to the HomePod, even though they're more functional, right? Spotify runs circles around the Apple Music, and but people just love the Apple. Maybe it's that simplicity and how all of their products just intertwine. Maybe their products intertwine more than everyone else, but I don't, that's a very touchy subject. I don't see Apple as leading the ecosystem. I don't see Google as needing to sort of catch up or turn up the heat. I feel like everyone's kind of running on the steam that they're running on. They're each playing in their own market. And then there will, of course, be, what about Amazon? Amazon's in there somewhere, right? So that gets even more interesting. But I want to hear the rest of the LD Familia. You guys hop down in the comment section below. Let me hear your take on this question. That would be super interested. And of course, if you guys want to continue to have these conversations all day, we have a Telegram group set up. The link is in the description below. So come join us, come hang out. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We got plenty more coming. Again, my name is Ramon. I'm out of here. Peace.
Well, I guess. And the reason we started Lifestyles Defined is because if we weren't on camera arguing about these things, the technologies, the phones, the iPhones, the Androids, the cameras, the games, we'd be on the phone arguing about it. We'd be in each other's houses arguing about it. So why not just put it in front of a camera for everyone to enjoy it the way we do? That's what Lifestyles Defined is all about. We just love this shit.